Okay, next introduction. Introduction is elasticity refers to the relative responsiveness of a demand or supply curve in relation to any of its determinants. Elasticity can be compared roughly by the slope of the demand curve using the steepness or flatness of the demand or supply curve. However, the types of elasticity can be determined by calculation.
In this video, we will discuss about four main types of elasticity, which is the first one is price elasticity of demand, the second one is income elasticity of demand, the third one is cross elasticity of demand, and the last one is price elasticity of supply. So, we will dive into the first case, which is price elasticity of demand. LOKL Coffee, a local cafe in Kuala Lumpur, recently raised the price of its signature iced latte from 9 ringgit to 11 ringgit. After the price increase, the monthly quantity sold dropped from 1,000 cups to 800 cups. So, the first question is calculate the price elasticity of demand for the iced latte, and the second question is based on your calculation, interpret the elasticity. Should LOKL Coffee maintain the new price? Justify your answer. Before we jump into the calculation, let me introduce you what is price elasticity of demand. So, price elasticity of demand measures the degree of responsiveness of the quantity demand for a particular good with respect to the change in the price. More precisely, it is the percentage change in quantity demand relative to a 1% change in price, ceteris paribus. So, the next one, I will show you the calculation, how to calculate the price elasticity of demand. This slide shows the calculation of price elasticity of demand. So basically, initial quantity is 1000 cups, new quantity is 800 cups, initial price is 9 ringgit, and new price is 11 ringgit. After we calculate the number given, we got 0.9 as our price elasticity of demand. So, the absolute value of price elasticity of demand is 0.9, which is less than 1. This means demand is very responsive to price change. A 1% increase in price leads to only a 0.9% decrease in quantity demand. But for our midpoint formula, using the same initial amount, we got 1.11% for our price elasticity for demand. But for our graph, we will use the first formula. So, according to our graph, as you guys can see from the slide, we got an elastic graph, which is 0 less than price elasticity of demand less than 0, and steeper slope of demand curve. The change in the price of the latte causes a smaller percentage change in quantity demand, which is price is increased and quantity demand is decreased. The percentage change in 9 ringgit increased to 11 ringgit is larger than the percentage change in quantity demand, which is 1000 cups decreased to 800 cups. Next, I will show you the calculation for total revenue. So the total revenue for initial price is 9,000 and total revenue for the new price is 8,800 ringgit. Normally, if demand is inelastic, increasing price should increase revenue, which is price increase and total revenue increase. But in this case, the total revenue decreased from 9,000 to 8,800. It means the consumer react more strongly than expected, which is price increase, but total revenue decrease. The actual demand act elastic actually. So what should LOKL Coffee do? The price increase is actually hurting sales more than helping. So LOKL Coffee should consider lowering the price again to bring back more customer and increase revenue.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wan Yusuf Adani bin Wan Aridi, IDA 240320. So today I'll do case study number 2, income elasticity of demand. During an economic upturn in Malaysia, average household income increases from 4,000 ringgit to 5,000 ringgit per month. A local organic food store observed that sales of organic rice increased from 600 kilograms to 900 kilograms per month. So the question is, calculate the income elasticity of demand, or ED, for organic rice. B. Interpret the result and explain what type of good organic rice is. What should the store consider in its future planning? So what is income elasticity of demand? Income elasticity of demand measures the degree of responsiveness of the quantity demanded for a particular good with respect to the changes in the income of the consumer. We can also define this concept as the ratio of the percentage change in quantity demanded for a commodity to the percentage change in income. So to answer the first question, we got quantity demanded at 0, which is 600 kilograms, quantity demanded at 1, 900 kilograms, Y at 0, which is around 4,000, Y at 1, which is 5,000 ringgit. The formula is EY equal to percentage change in quantity demanded of organic rice divided by percentage change in consumer income. EY equal to quantity demanded 1 minus quantity demanded 0 divided by quantity demanded 0. Those times by Y at 0 divided by Y at 1 minus Y at 0. So you got 900 minus 600 divided by 600 times 4,000 divided by 5,000 minus 4,000, which is equal to 2%. So this represents luxury good since the relationship between income and quantity demanded of organic rice is positive, and EY is more than 1. So if you want to look at the midpoint itself, the formula is percentage change in quantity demanded of organic rice divided by percentage change in income. So quantity demanded 1 minus quantity demanded 0, you divide that by quantity demanded 1 plus quantity demanded 0 divided by 2. So those, you divide by y1 minus y0 divided by y1 plus y0 divided by 2. And then we got 900 minus 600 divided by 900 plus 600 divided by 2. Those, you divide by 5,000 minus 4,000 divided by 5,000 plus 4,000 divided by 2. So you got 1.8%. It represents luxury goods since the relationship between income and quantity demanded of organic rice is positive and EY is more than 1. Next, to answer question B itself, based on the graph, you can see that the graph increased over time. At 4,000 ringgit, we have 600 kilograms of organic rice. At 5,000 ringgit, we got 900 kilograms of organic rice. The YED value of 2 indicates that organic rice is luxury goods. This means that demand for organic rice is highly responsive to changes in income. As income increases, the demand for organic rice increases significantly. Conversely, during economic downturns, demand may decrease sharply as households prioritize necessity. So, what should the business owner consider in its future planning? Since organic rice is the luxury goods, inspiring many people who have extra money to spend on healthier food choices. Since demand goes up when people earn more money, the store should stock more organic rice when economy is strong. People who buy organic rice usually value quality over price, so the store can charge a premium while maintaining high quality standards of your product. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Okay, next we go to case study 3, cross elasticity of demand SED. A fast food chain in Malaysia noticed that after the price of fried chicken at a competing chain dropped from 12 ringgit to 10 ringgit, the sales of its grilled chicken burger decreased from 2,000 to 1,600 units per week. For this question for case study 3, A. Calculate the cross elasticity of demand SED between fried chicken and grilled chicken burgers. B. What does this value imply about the relationship between the two products? How should the fast food chain respond? For question A, quantity demand G1 equal to 1,000 unit. Quantity demand grilled chicken 0 equal to 2,000 unit. For price fried chicken 1 equal to 12 ringgit and price of fried chicken 0 equal to 10 ringgit. This is formula how to calculate cross elasticity of demand. EFG. Okay. Percentage change in quantity demand of grilled chicken burgers per percentage change in price of fried chicken. So when we calculate all this, we get 1.2. So SED is measure how the demand for one good change when the price of another good change. When positive cross elasticity EFG more than 0, price of fried chicken decrease and quantity demand also decrease. D is midpoint formula to calculate income elasticity of demand. So change in quantity demand per sum of quantity demand per 2 divide change in price per sum of income per 2. So after we calculate this all, we can get 1.22. Okay, let's begin by looking at the graph. This shows the relationship between the price of fried chicken and quantity demand of grilled chicken burgers. As the price of fried chickens drop from 12 to 10 ringgit, the quantity demanded for grilled burger falls from 2,000 to 1,600 units. So the graph tells us when the price of fried chicken drops and sales of grilled burgers also drop, then SED is positive. The goods are substitute. That's why people are switching to the cheaper option, which is the fried chicken.
So, we're going to jump into the last case, which is price elasticity of supply. A local durian farm in Pahang increased the selling price of Musang King durian from 45 ringgit to 60 ringgit per kg. In response, the farm increased supply from 500 kg to 700 kg. First question is to calculate the price elasticity of supply, and B. Interpret the result and explain the applications for the farm's production decisions. So, next, I will show you the formula to calculate price elasticity of supply. So, these are the calculations. So, basically, we got 1.2 and it's elastic supply. In this case, as 1.2 is more than 1, supply is very responsive to the price change. If there is a 1% increase in price, the quantity supply will increase by 1.2%. And for midpoint formula, we got 1.14, which is elastic supply as well. In this case, as 1.14 is more than 1, supply is very responsive to the price change. If there is a 1% increase in price, the quantity supply will increase by 1.14%. So for our graph, we base our graph from the first formula, and we got elastic graph, which is more than 1. The change in the price of Musang King durian causes a bigger percentage change in the quantity supply, which is price increase and quantity supply increase. The percentage change in price 45 ringgit increase to 60 ringgit is smaller than the percentage change in quantity supply 500 kg increase to 700 kg. So you guys can see the graph in the slide. So, the price elasticity of supply for the durian farm is 1.2, which means the supply is elastic. And elastic supply indicates that the farm is able to respond quickly and effectively to change in price. When the price of durians increase, the farm can increase the quantity of supply more than proportionally, allowing them to potentially earn more revenue. This elasticity suggests that the farm likely has sufficient resources such as land, labor, or inventory to expand production quickly. This is a positive sign for the farm as it shows flexibility and the ability to take advantage of favorable market conditions. The farm might also consider expanding operation or increasing production in the future if prices remain high, which could lead to greater profitability. However, the farm should also be cautious. If market prices suddenly fall, having a high supply could lead to unsold stock and financial losses. Therefore, while the elasticity allows the farm to benefit price increases, it must also manage its supplies carefully to avoid overproduction during price drops. In conclusion, an elastic supply is beneficial for the durian farm as it allows for quick responses to price changes, offering both opportunities and risks that need to be managed wisely. Thank you.